Welcome to the Sister Lining, shining a light on millennials. Hi, I'm Elaine.
Hi, I'm Amy.
I'm Alyssa.
And I'm Carolyn. So today, we figured that it would be a good time to check in on how everybody is doing because, as you all know, we're still in this COVID social distancing thing, and also with all the unrest going on in the world, with all the police brutality and all the protests and the racism. So we figured that it would be a good time to check in on how you girls are doing. So how are you guys feeling about all of this? Alyssa?
I would say it's pretty overwhelming. I remember when we were first in lockdown back in March, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna do all these things. But once the brutal murders and the protests really started, I think I kind of went in a spiral and I got really unmotivated. I think I got a little depressed, and I would say I got a bit lazy. Mostly because I was very unmotivated. But I've been picking myself up again this week, and I'm starting to read more. So that's a good thing. I'm on a positive trajectory right now.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say I can relate to that definitely. Feeling unmotivated, not really wanting to do anything, not really wanting to get out of the house, feeling lazy as well. But also hopeful that there's going to be change.
Yeah.
And hopefully for the better.
Yeah, I think so too. I agree with everything that you said, Alyssa and Amy. Like this whole time, I've been feeling very uneasy, and the same thing. I felt really down, and I think I was just reading too much, like what friends were posting on social media, and everything just seemed really divisive. And yeah, I just didn't really know how to deal with everything at once. It was just so much to handle, I feel. And yeah, I feel the same way. But this past week, actually, I felt a lot better. I think the previous 2 weeks, I also felt really down and I just didn't want to talk to anyone, felt really disconnected. Like, I'm just trying to like absorb everything, and I was kind of silent. And then after having more time to like absorb and reflect on everything, I also felt the same thing, Amy. I felt more hopeful because I think that during this time, like so much is happening, but us being in COVID and being stuck, like I feel like we have an opportunity to be more educated and informed because we have more time. And through that, we also, I feel like we're able to make progress through like the protests and just being able to take more action, whether you're actually going out or just being at home, but just really looking at everything from a more positive light.
Yeah. I feel like this is truly unprecedented times. I think that's been an overused term, but I really feel that way because I've never experienced something like this. I've never experienced lockdown, never experienced stay-at-home orders, not being able to go out unless it's for essential stuff like groceries or doctors or getting medication. And I've also never experienced having a curfew. Like just not being able to go out past a certain time. So not only is there a stay-at-home order, but there were also curfews. So there's a lockdown where you're not able to, you're told and encouraged to stay at home. But not only that, but there's also curfews where you can't go out past a certain time. So I've just never really experienced any of this ever before, and it's just, it can be overwhelming.
Yeah, I agree. Like I think it's really overwhelming as well. Like you said, I agree with because of the stay-at-home orders and all the curfews. I feel like I've also been on social media a lot more because that's pretty much all you can do. Like look at the news and stuff and everything that's going on. So that was pretty overwhelming, and I feel like it does affect our mental health, and I think that it affects like all of our mental health. So I was just wondering, like, are you guys doing anything to help with your mental health?
I would say getting off social media would help.
Yeah.
Exactly. And I feel so since the couple weeks since the all the protests have started, I feel like a lot of people have been very, very different in their views, which is fine. And but I also hear statements from people saying that, oh, if you don't do this, it means you don't support us. I think the best way for us to intake messages like that is just to reassure yourself that as long as you're trying your best to understand to do these things, just because so and so tells you that because you're not doing X, Y, and Z, therefore you don't support our cause. Don't really take that into heart, because if you really listen to that, it might damage with your mental state. It's like guilt tripping you. Just don't let that get into you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think for me, going off what Alyssa said too, because I was hearing such like, everyone's saying something different, and what Alyssa was saying, it kind of makes you feel guilty if you don't, like believe in what this person or your friend is saying. But I think what really helped for me for my mental health was, to take a break from social media, especially Instagram for me. And I think just staying even closer to my friends and family, like talking to them more, or just even calling them, like I realized was very therapeutic, just talking about something else, or just, feeling that you're not alone in this, like you have people to support you. It just made me feel so much better about myself. And I think that's what really helped me feel better, like this past week, because like I was worried too. I was like, oh my God, am I going to continue to feel so shitty? Because at work, my mindset was like, oh my God, like how am I expected to work with all this going on in the world, like, or how does a company, like, how do people expect you to work? Because your mind's just so, your mind's just apart from like everything, like, it's still trying to digest everything that's going on. But I really am grateful for my friends and family. I think that's what's helping with my mental health. Gratitude as well, which we've discussed, and just doing like things that I find fun. So for me, it's like, I like listening to music, or like just dancing in my room, just little stuff. Like it just helps like bring up my mood. So those have been little things that help me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah, I think also checking in with my friends and family. I think in general, for people to do that is helpful, and it has helped me. I've talked to because that there's been the stay-at-home orders. I've reached out to my high school friends or friends that I haven't seen in a long time, and done virtual meetups, and also just checking in with friends I see regularly more often, and also my family, like Elaine said, and also meditation. I've been trying to meditate more, using various meditation apps, and that has helped me just stay more calm and just breathing more. Also, I've throughout this period of time, I've also been doing more yoga. I've picked up yoga and learned learned the various stretches, and that's definitely helped a lot. Another thing is virtual workouts with friends, just keeping each other accountable, and staying fit, staying physically healthy that way. That's also helped a lot. Just trying to stay positive as much as I can.
Yeah.
I've
been doing similar things as you guys, like doing things I do enjoy, like I go hiking, or I bake cookies and cakes, and then also I've been taking like Elaine said, like limiting my time on social media. So I feel like that really helped me too, with my mental health. Just getting out more and just limiting like the news that I'm intaking per day, because it could be very overwhelming. I see that everybody has been doing things to cope with the situation right now, and that's really great. So
yeah, I also thought of something. I have like 2 more thoughts actually.
Well, I think while you're thinking, Amy, I wanted to add that being able to talk to you guys, I feel like you are also part of my support system. Like whenever I have something I'm feeling, I feel like, I feel so comfortable talking to you guys, and that makes me feel so much better because I can, it's like unfiltered. You can talk about any topic and just feel comfortable and not feel judged. So being in a safe space, that's also very helpful for me and my mental health as well. So I wanted to say thank you to you girls too, and I really appreciate you gals.
Yeah, same here. I feel like our conversations are really like helpful. Like, I guess it's like kind of like, oh, you look forward to, talking with your friends on a Sunday kind of thing.
Yeah, because it's like this provides us an opportunity to check in with each other and see how we're doing. I had a thought actually with Carolyn, if that's okay with you, Carolyn. Because I actually went out to get takeout food, and then I was looking at the shops and oh wow, like everything's so empty, and I've never seen it so empty before. And like then I saw a headline that was called "Retail Apocalypse." And then like I was like, wow, it's kind of like I kind of crossed my mind, like, wow, it's kind of like a post-apocalyptic world. I was like, but hopefully things will get back to normal soon. And another thing that has helped me a lot is I've been trying being more diligent and more on top of walking my dog every day, and going for longer walks with him as well.
That's good.
Oh, yeah. I think one last thing for me I want to add is, for me personally, I don't like the feeling of being confused. Right, I don't like the feeling of being out of control and confused and not knowing the reason why everything is happening. For me, what's been helping me is, I guess, understanding why there's a lot of anger and upset. And I think it's easy for people who who are not knowledgeable about a certain situation, for different reasons. Maybe you just came to America, or you never really paid attention in history class. So, and I think it's good to like read more books. So what I found helpful for me is to read more books, talk to more people, and that has actually made me feel better. I'm the kind of person who likes to understand things in order to be able to feel better about it. So not from the news, because the news can be whatever they want to say, but from like more solid sources, more calm sources.
Yeah. And then I just thought of something too. I've actually, someone told me that this is a time like that Mother Earth is going through a cleanse, and I kind of do see it because air pollution has reduced in very high levels. Reduced to very low levels, and also I saw an article that there's like thousands and thousands of sea turtles that's resurfaced, and so I think
Australia.
Yeah,
I saw that too. I was like, oh my god, it looks so amazing.
Yeah, I was like, wow.
I know. They also have that like in Italy, I think first month of quarantine too. On Venice, because we have all the boats. Now it's like the swans and everything are like resurfacing, because there's like clear water for them, so it's like, I guess, despite like all the negativity, like I wanted to add that everything you girls have mentioned, that there's still some positivity and some hope to look forward. I think thinking that way really helps me get through all of this. And I think, of course, it's a really tough and challenging time, but being able to accept that, I think really is really, really important. And so that you could still push forward and, hope for things to get better and see what you can do, if you can contribute in any way possible, or just like, you know, checking in with yourself, making sure that you're in a good mental health state too before even thinking about others, which is really, really important. I think that's why we're discussing this right now.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. So thank you guys for tuning in for another episode of The Sister Lining. Please give this video a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button.
See you next time.
Bye.